Welcome to Thriving Against the Odds. I'm Cheryl Johnson, your host, and today I will be speaking directly with Reverend Smalls, who is an amazing, remarkable pastor who is here in our community, but he's also been on the cancer journey. Welcome, Reverend Smalls.
Good morning, and thank you for having me on the show. Just to tell you a little bit about myself. Born and raised in Canton, Mississippi.
Mississippi man.
From Canton. Grateful and thankful for my mother and father who, she passed away about 2 years ago. Oh, wow. She was at 92.
Oh, wow.
And now my father who's 95, who's blind, who's taking care of himself.
But he's still here.
Still here.
Oh, my
so
God,
we are
that's
grateful
amazing.
for him. And then I have one brother, and then have about 10 of them girls, sisters, that's taking care of me.
You all have a big family.
Large family.
How many was it growing up?
It was about 13 of us that was growing.
Yes.
Of us have a brother and have a sister who's gone home to be with the Lord.
Gotcha.
So we are grateful and thankful. Then I went off. I begged my mom and dad to sign for me in the Army because I got tired of living on the farm.
I bet you. Let me ask you this, though. When you said it was 13 of you all in the household, I bet there was always something going on in the house.
No, because mom and daddy didn't play.
Oh, okay.
That's a different rule.
That's a different rule.
When the law is laid down,
that's true.
The law was laid down.
And back in the day, we obeyed our parents, and it wasn't a lot of riffing and going backwards and forth. So you're right. You're absolutely correct.
So there was nothing going on. Everybody knew the routine.
Everybody knew the routine.
But the one thing what I liked about my dad and mom and them, they made my sister them do the same thing that I do because they knew I couldn't do the work by myself.
Sure.
So they knew how to cut the wood, change the tire.
Wow.
And we picked cotton.
Yeah.
Shell peas, corn, okra.
Awesome.
So we just did stuff.
Yeah.
Outdoor bathroom.
Yeah.
Wash clothes on a washing board. Hang them on the clothesline. So that's
what I call humble beginnings.
Yeah, humble beginnings. So I never forget milking a cow and then chewing the buttermilk.
Wow.
Helping somebody. So we are grateful, but I begged them to sign me in the Army because I got tired of living a farm life.
Sure.
And I said, this has got to be more life than that. But I had did 3 years of ROTC in high school.
Okay.
So I was signed up in the Army before I even finished school.
Wow.
So when but I couldn't go in because
you were in the delayed entry program.
Delayed entry program, but my mom and dad, because I wasn't old enough, had to sign. So they signed and agreed. My mama cried. Even when I went to basic training in Kentucky, my mama cried every day. My daddy said, we're going to have to ship you to where your boy at. But she cried.
Listen, it's something about those mother-son relationships. I have one, so I understand. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm always... Now, I got 6 sisters under me, but I'm always going to be the baby.
Of course, because you're the only boy. I mean,
I got another brother.
Oh, okay.
He pastors the home church.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
okay.
But I'm the baby.
But you're the baby.
I'm
the
baby.
They take care of you. So your military life, I know, has taken you all over the world. And with that military, how did you end up here in Columbus or the Columbus area?
Well, I was stationed here the first time at Fort Benning back in 1985.
Okay.
But you know how Army go. They ship you out, go to Germany, left Germany, came back. So I got here, got up about 1991. Okay. And then I joined the National Guards.
Oh, okay.
So I stayed here. For off and on, Phoenix City, then Opelika, then Birmingham, and then on to San Antonio, where I eventually retired. But I knew 18 hours was too far to drive back if something happened to the kids. That's 2 boys in Atlanta, 2 girls in Macon, and 18 hours was too far to drive.
Right.
So I came back after I retired out of 30 years in the military in 2004.
Okay. And so your beautiful spouse, how long have you all been married?
We've been married now 13 years.
Wow, 13 years.
13
okay,
years. So
awesome.
we're grateful to God for the 13 years. We got 2 boys, 2 girls.
2 boys, 2 girls.
We got 9 grands.
My gosh.
2 boys and 7 girls.
So during the holidays, you all have a house full and enjoy. Which
not
is,
just holidays.
Oh, it's all the time.
It's all the time. She just
Okay.
had 2 for a whole week,
Oh,
and
wow.
then took them 2 back, got 2 more for the weekend. So it's ongoing grandchildren.
But you know what? When you
Yeah.
retire, that's what it's all about.
It's
That's
spend
what
time
it's
with
all
family.
about. It's spend time
Yeah.
with those grandbabies and what have you. So that's amazing. And you are a full-time pastor.
Yeah, full-time at the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church in
Okay.
Fort Mitchell, Alabama.
Okay. And how long have you been there?
We're going on 7 years.
Wow.
Of pastoring there.
Okay.
I'm a member of 4th Street with
Okay.
Dr. Flakes.
Yes. So you came out of Fourth
4th
Street.
Street.
And you now have your own congregation.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I know, you are a busy person, one, pastoring, and being in full-time ministry. My dad was a pastor, so I do understand. And, having members to call upon you. But let me ask you this. When you received your diagnosis with the C word, where do you remember where you were? What were your feel? Just share with us a little bit about that.
During the pandemic, the VA them was not offering colonoscopies during the pandemic. They were just asking for the stool samples.
That's right.
So as soon as that lifted, my primary doctor, who was Dr. Wire, requested a colonoscopy
Okay.
through Dr. Patel.
Okay.
So when they did the colonoscopy, they discovered that I had a 5-centimeter mass on my appendix. So that's how
Because
that journey.
you were doing a screening after the pandemic, and then you got the colonoscopy. Now, to let the audience know, had you gotten a screening before that, or had you gotten a colonoscopy, or was that your very first colonoscopy?
Oh, no. I had
So
been
you
getting them.
getting them
I was
regularly.
getting them before
Regularly.
the pandemic.
Okay.
But when the pandemic
Yes.
came, they stopped
Yes.
for whatever reason.
Yes.
But I was saying to myself, I thank God for him just keeping me, because during that pandemic, many other soldiers could have died because you
Absolutely.
couldn't get tested
couldn't get the
no
screening.
more than just on the stool.
You're right.
So, but thank God that he opened that door.
Yeah.
And when they discovered that, they said, well, we're going to send a sample off to test to see is this cancer. And they
Okay.
discovered that it was. So I went in.
What year was that? Was it so after COVID, was that around 23, 22? It's
I'm
been
going on 3 years.
Okay, so around 22.
Because
Yes.
July would have made
3
it's been
years.
3 years.
Okay. So during that 3-year period, tell us about what you endured, what you had to go through, because I know it was a journey.
Well, first of all, I had to get my senator and congressman involved, because I couldn't get. When you're a veteran, you have to get referrals done through the VA before you can get seen. And they have to be
Wow.
signed and approved.
Yes, sir.
So the process was I couldn't get no help. So I called Sanford Bishop and Ed Harbison, so they made phone calls in order for me to get seen
Yes,
and processed.
in a timely
in a
manner.
timely manner to catch whatever
Yes.
cancer that I had.
So at that time, you knew they told you that it was cancerous, but you couldn't get what you needed to get done
No,
for the process, because of the process.
because of the process. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They get frustrated, and they say, forget it. I'm not going through all this because they're disappointed.
Yes.
And so when I saw them, I went to the patient advocate. So I
Yes.
went, complain. I was just going to not sit
That's right.
and not do,
That's
to take care of me.
That's right, because your life depended
Depended
on
on
it.
that.
Yes.
So even with my wife and my
Yes.
son, and then I have a great friend who's a retired Fulbright colonel in San Antonio,
Okay.
who's BAMS's head director. So he's a pulmonary doctor. but also he was looking at my records
Yes.
and helping me through the process to say, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what happened.
Yes.
So I had then I had a first cousin who was a nurse practitioner who was looking at my records. Then I had a sister in California. So I had
You
other
have
sources
to, yes.
in on then my son who's a doctor. So I had 4 people monitoring
Yes.
to what the doctor was saying. And so at that time we got everything approved. Okay, so when I went to see the doctor, and so they say, well, this is who we're going to recommend, Dr. Major, to do the surgery. So, they do the checks to see who because you get a choice to pick who you want.
Absolutely.
And,
yes,
and
sir.
so when he did that, and when they took the mass, I took the appendix out, they discovered it had spread it even more. So that's when I started contacting Sister Gloria Wester Smart, getting connected.
Okay.
So at
Okay.
4th Street, because
Yes.
it was
you all
there.
have the Balm and Gilead
Mhm.
ministry.
Mhm.
Yes,
There.
yes,
So
absolutely.
I got involved with them, and I said, well, what,
Right. Do
I want to be a
need
part of it. I want to, because I need help myself to try to get through this process. 'Cause-
So you were actually going through the process, but you also wanted to help others?
Yeah, I wanted to help everybody else
That's
because I didn't want to nobody have to go through what I had gone through and not try to help them with the VA
That's right.
or the referral
Right.
or through Miss Gloria Westersmart. So I
Right.
referred other pastors and people
Yeah.
to Sister Westersmart and say, hey, can we help? What can
Yes.
we do? And she said, well, let me check it. I got Gloria and I got Cheryl and got Geraldine. And so, but I didn't know the name,
Sure.
but she was calling. And so we got some help, Reverend Small. We're going to
Yes.
see what we're trying to do.
The resources, and that is what WCGCC said. But let me let you finish your journey, and then we'll go talk a little bit more about.
Yeah,
the
but I was just
resources.
saying. That's
Sure, but you
our
were
first
working.
initiative, I was
Yes.
working. But then, because I didn't understand it, because where I was pastoring, people was going through the cancers, through stage 1, stage 4, and they had said that they was healed and they was coming back. So, okay, what can I do to help these people that's going through? So that's how I got involved and really my heart
became an advocate for
people who
For the least
was
of
going through.
these, who's going through.
Because I said, I don't never know my day is going to come. So when I got to the journey, I said, well, because I needed to know,
sure.
as a pastor, where can I refer people who need help when the church, because people were looking for the church to do all of it, and that's not what the church designed for.
Can't do it
That's
all.
why you partnered
That's
with
right.
other resources,
Sure.
because it's too much other resources out that you miss out on. So when they found that mass and they took it out and they tested it, and then when it went back in, they said, well, it done spread it to your right colon.
Okay.
So I got referred to another doctor. So then that's when Dr. Kemp and my family and everybody got together and said, hey, well, let's go here.
is gonna be the
who we want
best
for.
practice.
It's going to be a practice because this is what they recommended. They thinking that they can get it.
Okay. Okay.
But not knowing when they went in, they took out 54 lymph nodes out of me on that right side.
Wow. Wow.
So after the surgery, they took me to recovery. They was going to take me upstairs, but the anesthesiologist had not signed the paper. He was on his break. His pager went off and said, hey, you got to go back to put Mr. Small back to sleep. Well, my wife and daughter had just left out the room. I was doing well, but what they discovered, my blood pressure beginning to drop.
Wow. Yes,
And then
sir.
what they discovered, they had hit my main artery, and I had bled out. So instead of them just trying to do surgery, they just cut me here all the way down, just sliced me open, just so they can get the artery. So,
repaired.
and I was glad. They put like 50 staples in me. But I was glad that I signed the paper if I need blood to give me blood.
Oh, absolutely.
Because see, the first time when they took the appendix, I said, I want no blood.
Oh.
But I guess the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me and said,
There you go.
hey, you better sign this because you don't never know
You never know.
what's going to happen.
Right. Right.
But I was fearful for going to sleep
Oh, yes.
Well, not just that, because back when I was in San Antonio, they did a hernia repair, put me to sleep. I woke up, I was on ICU. I was in a coma for 3 days.
Oh, wow. So
because they discovered that I had sleep apnea. So, so that fear in your mind of going to sleep.
Absolutely.
So this time when they took out the right colon, and then when they called my wife and daughter, tell them what was going on, they notified my family in Mississippi. So they came over, and Reverend Flakes met with them because they told them they did not know if I was going to make it.
My God.
Because I had bled out, heart was not working, kidneys were not working, cancer working against you.
But look at you now.
Yeah. So all of this was going on, plugged up.
Wow. And how long were you
7 days
in ICU for
7
days? And
7 days.
you weren't aware of what was going on.
The only thing I remember was it was about 10 doctors around the bed trying to save my life, trying to do something. That's all I remember. That it was just so much commotion. That was all I ever remembered through that process, not knowing what I had gone through until each doctor
So
came
they
in.
removed the colon, they removed the lymph nodes. After that, after you got out of the hospital after 7 days,
No, ICU had to go up.
ICU, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
then you went up and you stayed another period of time. So after that, did you have to have chemo or radiation or any other?
Well, they thought I was going to have to do rehab because of the situation, but I didn't. I went straight home.
Wow.
But the reason why, because all of the deacons and laymen from 4th Street and Antioch was there every day to take care of me. Monday through Saturday, somebody was there at the house to get me to the bath
and doing all that.
The men were there because my wife was not able to do
all
of that.
Absolutely.
So, and then even the barbers was coming to the house to cut my hair. So, kids coming in. So even with that though, and I was thinking, I'm pastoring the church. So I was down for a whole year from out of the church. But my wife kept the church rolling.
Did she?
With everything that was going on. But my kids would come in from Macon to stay with me while she go to church.
So is she a minister as well? Okay.
Yeah,
so it's a tag team thing there going on.
Yeah, so she was able, because I had already planned for the year.
Because you had already planned for the year. She just executed.
All she had to do is, it was already in place. You ain't got to change nothing. The officers understand leadership,
That's right.
So you just follow what is already in place. So but it was just God doing that. But they didn't know what was going to happen. But they discovered that they still not get out of cancer.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I had to see the heart doctor, still see the cancer doctor. I had to see the lung doctor. I had to see the gastro doctor, the kidney, and the heart. So all of that is still going on because they got to monitor because it spread it.
Gotcha. So with that journey, being on that journey, and I heard you say a lot of people were there, but was there one specific person or one specific thing that kept you pushing and going forward and just saying,
everybody,
okay.
Whoever came in, there was never a moment of negative. Thank God for pastors and friends and family, everybody encouraging, say, hey, hang on in there, even with the bomb in Gilliland. Also, my community GAD at 4th Street, reaching out, other nurses and other doctors checking to make sure everything was going. And then got connected to you all after I was able to get back up. That's
right. You became one of our community health navigators.
Right.
You came to the training, and that's where I think I first met. I'd seen you before, but I think that's where I first met you. In being a community navigator, and you have, as you said, poured into others who were going through. So you had 2 young men or 3 young men that you were working with, and still have the connection with them as being a resource and just being supportive.
Yeah, and one of them is a young man. He's a freshman in college.
Awesome.
So I communicate with him every week,
That's
check
a
on him,
blessing.
see how he's doing.
Yeah.
So just to keep his spirit lifted and say, hey, this
Because
too shall pass.
that's what I was thinking, as a young person, when we're older, we kind of expect some things. But when you're young and he's in college and going through, how do you keep him uplifted? What do you say to him to just to get him motivated? Because I know it's hard. I can only imagine.
Well, we talk. I ask him how he's doing.
Okay.
I say, what do you do? What are your activities? So you don't get depressed.
Yes.
What are you engaged in? What are you reading? Are you attending church? Are you connected to a group? So therefore, as long as you connected and never alone by yourself on the island, you're going to make it. And I said, as long as if I need to drive down, if you get yourself to a situation where, you get too depressed or whatever going on, just call me. I drive down. No matter the day, time, or the hour, I will come and talk, we communicate. I mean, because this is why I'm here, to help you through the process. Even when you can't get your mama, I did talk to his mother, to introduce myself to who I was, and tell her I was just here for this part of the team. I said, I'm not here to take your son or do nothing. I say, I'm not going to teach him bad hair. I'm just here to help him through the process. Because going through the process, you need somebody to talk to. You got to have a surrounding, not just one person.
Yes, multiple
people to help you in different angles.
Yes. And I your pastor, Flakes, he is truly a godsend, because I lost my father in 21 to multiple myeloma cancer, and he called me and just shared some things with me, and I still hold that, true to my heart, because he, just helped get me through that dark time. So you all are blessed. I know you're blessed, and with you doing the same thing, being a blessing, to others. And as you said, you were got involved with WCGCC, but what does WCGCC mean to you, meaning the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition? I shorten it because that's a mouthful. It's a tongue twister.
Well, to me, it's a source to me to help, not just in words, but the heart of the West Central Georgia, that people will go beyond to help people that's really in need that they never know or never met, just all because of concerns. In my heart, it just goes out to y'all, to you, Cheryl, and to Geraldine and Miss Westersmart. I just thank God every day for you all, for helping not just me, but the others who I know you have helped when you didn't have to do nothing, but you did it just because of your passion that you have. Even if you didn't have the resources, you found a way to get some resources to help somebody.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. We are truly, we're just neighbors trying to help other neighbors. And that is what, we have our Cancer Assistance Fund. And when people donate to the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition, it stays right here in our community. It helps those persons that live in Lee County and Russell County and Muskogee County and all the other counties, those 13 counties that we serve. And it's persons like you who help us get our message out. So I want to thank you for taking time out of your I know you're busy schedule to come and just chat and just share on this podcast about your journey. Is there anything else that you'd like to just, share?
Well, I would just like to say thank y'all a million for the support, because being a husband, being a granddad, being working at the IMA with denominational,
Okay,
working
yes,
with the association with 37 churches, working with the
Oh,
district.
yes.
It's 10 counties,
Okay.
190 churches,
Oh, wow.
but then working at the state of Georgia. So I hold those offices.
wow.
So with all that, that's just a small in the bucket. And then working with Alabama side, with their association, then with their state. So I'm working Georgia and Alabama,
Wow.
but trying to do what I can on both sides. And then, just in the community,
Sure,
just
sure.
trying to be a light, for those who are going through. So, hey, you don't have to go through this by yourself. And just trying to mentor, help men through the process of, hey, like the prostate was for last month, everywhere I went, that's all I was talking. They got free examiners.
Right.
Let's go. We got to get checked. You cannot
and
remain.
that is one thing I love that you brought up is honing in on men.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to go and get checked.
Right.
Don't be afraid of what it might be, because if you get it on the front end, it's so much easier than waiting until it's too late. And, we need our men, we need our husbands, our fathers, our brothers, to be here for us with everything that we have, going on. And I do want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart and from the staff. They, enjoy working with you as well, and just appreciate all that you're doing to help us. I call you one of our ambassadors because you're going out there telling everybody about the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition.
Well, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you for joining our podcast, Thriving Against the Odds. And as you can see, Reverend Smalls has been a thriver against the odds. Thank you so much, and until next time.